What's up, everybody? Another good weekend of racing done and over with. Went to Clay Hill Motorsports Park this past weekend, and we done fairly decent. Not the finish I would like to have, but at the same time, I was racing a Honda, and I had a great race with this guy. Daniel Show, again, we had a side-to-side race at a couple of times. Couldn't get past the guy. He was hard to pass, but I was on him the whole race. And then in front of him, we had a Gavin Massengale in his Honda Civic hatchback with the, I believe it's the K24 in it. Jeremy Wood actually won the race. He just kind of went off and left us, but for the most part, I'm happy with the Chevy that I've got. I've got pretty much for the most part a stock tune on this car. The car has not been tuned since I've got some of the things done on this car. I know if I were to send my computer to TBG, or whoever I sell this car to TBG, you take the computer and you have it sent to them, or I do, whichever one. This car is going to be crazy fast with a tune from them. But like I said, mine's pretty much got a stock tune on it. It's got just the rev limiter raised up on it, the security done on it. From what I found out with the tune, it's a bare minimum type of tune on this car, which I didn't know, but here recently I found out. But for the most part, this car has done very, very well for me this year with the stock tune. I'm very happy with the outcome of this car this year. I've got several top 5 finishes in this car, and whoever decides they want to buy this car is going to have a really good car on them. It's probably one of the best cars that I've owned and drove. We've got one more race left in Camden, sitting 31 points behind first in points. I wish we could have run this past weekend. It was double points weekend, but the owner decided not to run us because of the big race at another local track. So that would have helped us in our class for racing this past weekend, but he wasn't willing to do it, which is unfortunate. But I have next weekend. I'm sure we're going to have a good race going on, and whatever the outcome is, either I finish first, second, third in points this year. And like I said, I'm very happy for how this season has went for me. I know I missed 4 races in the season with this car, so with those 4 races being missed, it kind of hurt on points a little bit. But at the end of the year, I'm still very happy with how the outcome of this year has been with this car. So this coming up weekend will be the last time this car is raced. I will be selling it, so whoever is interested in the car, you let them know that I've got one for sale, fairly cheap, and it's got a lot of extra parts to come with it. I've got plenty of videos up on my channel to show you guys that the car is a very competitive car, unless I mess up on it and take some wrong lines or whatnot. But the car's it's a top 5 car pretty much everywhere that I've went, and it's gonna be a good car for somebody. I will say that. But as you can see in the video that I'm posting, that I started 9th in the heat because I didn't show up the Friday night for the heats, so I had to start in the back in the heats Saturday because the races were canceled on Friday because of how bad the track was. So start 9th in the heat. I worked my way up around a couple of cars, and took me a little bit to get around a Acura RSX, but I finally eventually got around him, and I couldn't catch up to the 3rd place guy as much as I could have. They already got a little bit of distance on me for me trying to get through traffic, but I did finish behind Daniel in the heat. Of course, Jeremy Wood, and then Gavin 2nd, and Daniel 3rd. I start 4th in the feature second row outside. We had a good little side-by-side race for a couple of laps there. I probably should have stayed high. If I would have stayed high, I probably would have been in a better line. But when we come out of turn 4, I was on the outside, Daniel was on the inside, and he kind of pushed up a little bit, and that caused me to slow down because I didn't want to hit the wall and mess the car up. So I let out of it, and that's pretty much how the race ended. It was me right there behind Daniel the whole race. Like I said, we had a good race. I just couldn't get in front of him. He was taking the same line I was, and I was trying my best to get around him. It didn't work out for me. Still had a good weekend, enjoyed it, all the clean racing that we had. Lots of cars showed up to Clay Hill this past weekend. It looked like everybody had a good night, except for, occasional wrecks, some bad luck that night. But for the most part, I think it was very good racing the whole night. Turned out a really good race crowd Saturday night, and I hope next year there's going to be some more races like that. In the meantime, you guys, if you don't mind, like, subscribe. This coming up week, I may have another video posted up of something I'm getting for next year. So if you want, spread the word. I got a car for sale, and let me know. Send me a message on here on Facebook. It doesn't matter, but you guys have a good time, and I will see you guys probably in about 3 or 4 days with probably another video. And then of course we'll race this weekend in Camden Motor Speedway for the last race of the year, and then I'll post a video of it, the outcome of it, and all that good stuff. So I will see you guys in a little bit.